loves you at your worst. He'll do anything. A father.
So to start off this Father's Day gift, what you need is wrapping paper that is going to be the dress shirt color. You're also going to need a box that looks like the dress shirt folded in half. Next, you're going to need a ruler. Then you need a pair of scissors. Next, you need another color or pattern of wrapping paper from the dress shirt to create the tie. We also need A4 paper, which is printing paper. And we also need tape. So right here is the box that I'm going to be using. So inside my box is gift tissue paper, and this is where I'm going to be putting my gift. First, we want to make the dress shirt. So this is the blue paper I'm going to be using for the shirt. For this part, it's different for everyone because it depends on your box size, so you just want to measure everything as if you're wrapping a gift. So after measuring the paper, you want to cut it. Then you want to grab your box and align it at the edge of the wrapping paper so that you can fold it and align it nicely. So I'm going to wrap it by putting an edge of the wrapping paper on the side and then taping it. That way, if it's on the side, you can't see at the front of the dress shirt. And then I'm going to wrap it over. And I'm also going to tape it once again. So I'm going to do this by flipping over the box and then taping it on this side. That way you can't see on the front side of the dress shirt. So after that, you want to flip the box back onto the front side and you want to cut the edges. So after that's done, you want to repeat the same thing on the other side as well. So as you can see, I'm also cutting it on the other side as well, so it won't be too long when I fold the edges. So now we're going to start folding the edges with the two corners. You're going to fold it like this. You should be wrapping it just like a gift, so after you're done, this is what it looks like on the sides. I didn't show you guys how to wrap the gift because I'm assuming you guys know how to wrap the box. And so now we're moving on to making the tie, and this is the wrapping paper I chose for my tie. To make sure I made no mistakes, I actually did it on a white piece of paper first, and then I'm going to trace it onto the wrapping paper. So for this part of the tie, as well as this part of the tie, is both 17 centimeters. And for this part, and also this part, is both 10 centimeters. And this last part right here is just 3 centimeters. So with the tie that we created on the A4 paper, we're going to be tracing it onto the real tie paper. So the other part of the tie that we need to trace looks like this. And I just use a scrap piece of paper. It doesn't matter if you use blank or scrap because it's just for tracing. So the measurement for this part right here is going to be 5.5 centimeters, 3 centimeters, another 5.5 centimeters, and 8 centimeters. So you also want to put it down on the tie paper and trace it. So after you remove both of them, they should look like this, and you can see the outline onto the paper. So with the A4 paper, we're going to be making the collar. So right now I'm measuring 25 centimeters long. Now for the height of the collar, this part right here is going to be 6.5. We're also going to measure 6.5 on the other side, and 25 centimeters for the top part. Then you want to cut out the collar. So I don't know why I missed the part where I folded the collar, but this is what the collar should look like. You should fold it into kind of a V shape. Then you want to glue it onto the top of the box to start off the collar. And this is what the box should look like once you're done doing that. Then you want to glue on the next piece of the tie right underneath the collar and fit it underneath there. You want it to show a little bit, but not fully, so it should look like this. Then with the rest of the tie, you should slip it underneath the piece that we just glued on. And you want to glue that part underneath it. And this is what it looks like when you're done gluing everything on. Thank you everyone for watching, and please subscribe to my channel and thumbs up this video if you really like this Father's Day gift wrapping. Don't forget to click on the link below for my previous video on how to make a Jasmine costume.